Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Hayley Colleen and I make videos all about motherhood. Today I want to talk all about tummy hacks that we all need to get through the toddler stages. We all know how hard it is to have a toddler, to be around a toddler when they're in those tantrum stages. So I'm here to help you have an easier life, basically. These are things that I have tried and tested that have worked for me pretty much every time, and I really hope they'll help you kind of keep control of your crazy little wild child. So a big hack for me is called toy rotation. So every week I take every single toy he has out and I put it away and put out the toys from the last week. So every week it seems as if he's got new toys, but really I'm just swapping them out. And toy rotation really key in order to not spend unnecessary money on toys, in order to not overstimulate them, and in order to give them chance to play with toys in different ways and use their imagination and use those like key development skills that you need to find different ways to engage with a toy. This is something that I kind of did by accident, but it's been absolutely amazing, and that is to create like a color palette for your child's wardrobe. And I know that sounds like really bougie and a bit like, what do you mean a color palette? Like, why is he having a color palette when he's 1 year old? But what happened was I really like neutral colors and neutral clothing, so like browns, creams, nudes, khakis, like that kind of like almost autumnal look. And every time I bought an outfit, it was kind of in that colour scheme. And what I noticed was that every time I picked like a trouser and a top, they always fit with each other, because I've got this overarching colour palette. So no matter how many times I picked a different top and I picked different trousers, different socks, they all went together, including the coat and including the shoes. So much easier now, because I don't have to feel like, oh my god, this blue doesn't go with the yellow and the yellow doesn't go with the black and this doesn't go with this. I can literally just like flick it out of the wardrobe and it goes together and it's like a really nice outfit. And obviously as they get older and they pick their own outfits, that's up to them. But for now, that's just so easy and has made my life so much easier. Another kind of hack that I have is to prepare for the following day the night before. When my son is asleep, the last thing I want to do, to be honest with you, is plan, get his clothes ready, get his food ready and prepare for the next day, because I'm shattered and I'm like, I'm done being a mom. I'm done. Today, I just need to chill. But I found just spending literally 15 minutes getting the changing bag ready and fresh for the next day, getting his clothes ready, even socks, like coats, bags, everything in one place, figuring out what we're doing the next day and the meals we're gonna have, and if we've got everything for the meals, changes the whole next day for me. And I think preparing the night before saves you so much time and energy and stress the next day. When your toddler is awake, wants your full attention, and you don't necessarily have the time and the energy then to put these things in place, and then the day can kind of spiral and get off to a bad start. Another hack that I have is to get your child involved as much as possible every single day. Make them feel like they're part of the household, because they are. Toddlers love helping. Like, this is an age where they really want to get involved. They want to do what you're doing. That's why they always copy what it is that you're doing. So things that we do is kind of getting him to help with the everyday chores, like putting the washing in the washing machine, putting the dirty clothes in the laundry basket, helping out with wiping the surfaces, getting his own shoes, getting his own coat. I ask him, Freddie, could you pass me your drink please? Could you pass me your shoes please? These kind of things, and saying thank you, like, thank you Freddie, that was so kind, or thank you Freddie, that was so helpful. He loves feeding the dog, for example, and that's a way in which he can feel like he's being involved with the dog. And I think sometimes that separation between like we're the adults and you're the child can really backfire and make them really upset. Like, why can't I do the things that you can do? A lot more easier to go about your day when you do include the child. Yes, it might take a lot longer to do things like the washing, like the laundry, but ultimately having them there with you getting involved is better than them kind of like you doing it and then you turn around and your child's halfway up the stairs, or they've hurt themselves, or they're doing something else. And also it teaches them like key life skills. Even at this age, like, we have to teach them different things that are going to help them in the long run and throughout their lives. This is what mommy and daddy do. Do you want to get involved? You know, Freddie helps make the coffee sometimes, like turning the coffee machine on, getting his own snacks. using his own cutlery, getting his own plates. All of these things give them a sense of purpose, give them a sense of direction, and give them a sense that they're involved in the family, and therefore it kind of stops the tantrums that way. Another thing that's like probably quite controversial is we don't do a lot of screen time, but I do use it when I need to. So I actually put the telly on when I change Freddie sometimes. So changing him into his pajamas or changing him in the morning sometimes. Freddie absolutely hates being changed, and honestly it's so time consuming and stressful for both of us when he is flinging himself everywhere, he's running away, he's pulling at everything off, he's crying, he's screaming. And I was like, listen, like this isn't gonna work for me. And it was just becoming really, really draining for me and him. I'm all about choosing your battles, right? If you're gonna watch a little bit of like Dougie or whatever for 7 minutes, which is how long the episode is, while I change him, and be okay with that, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I am not for putting yourself and your child through unnecessary stress for no reason. So I always think, like, pick your battles. If certain things work for you and your family, don't feel guilty and don't feel bad and don't feel like you should be doing something. You really have to do what works for you, and that works for us. So if you have a child like mine who is literally like crazy during when you're changing him, hates having his nappy changed, and you live in like a really cold environment like we do, where you have to wear like 5 jumpers and a coat and a hat and gloves, put the telly on or put some music on that you know that they love, and it's such a game changer. It's helped so much. So I really hope you like these kind of motherhood hacks if you're a mother of toddlers. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm really, really happy to have started this channel again and just to be having these chats with you. Let me know if you've got any kind of motherhood toddler hacks in the comments section, and I will see you next week.